Welcome to Blacktop Rocks, the podcast, episode 14/13. I'm GM Blacktop,
And I'm Corinn.
and welcome. We're calling it 14. I'm going to call it 14/13 because allegedly Corinn believes in witchcraft, so we're not sure what we should call it.
Not witchcraft.
She told me if we call it just episode 13, we're probably going to end up, something fall out of the sky and land on our head or something. So we're going to call it episode 13/14, but 14 is going to be the thing that keeps us out of trouble. So, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
How are you?
Not too bad. Busy
What's
all
new
the
and
time.
exciting out? Oh, yeah? What's new and exciting out in the West Coast? I was there last week, actually. I didn't get to see you, though.
Yes. No, you were on the south tip of the island. I'm
I was-
Central Island.
I was in and out of Victoria pretty fast, and I thought, I'm really sorry, Victoria, but I gotta go.
I'm out of here.
And you're going, who's Victoria? Yeah. She's just, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I delivered a couple trailers to the military base out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think you came in on one boat and probably caught the one right after it.
I think I did. Yeah,
I
was
took
in
off.
and out. I was
It was
gone,
fast. Yeah.
And yeah, it was a long drive, because I went across both directions all through Canada, so I didn't go down to the States, right? So through the Rockies and went through Banff and went through the Crow's Nest on the way back, and that was a bit of a shit show, but anyway, yeah, it was a long trip, and you've been busy in your business, I guess.
Yeah, the weather's been actually, I'll touch wood. Weather's been cooperating for the most part for my gardening business. Yeah, and things are blooming already. And
don't you have a couple of hills climb up that are just brutal out there?
Yeah, we've got a few hills in Nanaimo, a few mountains to climb.
So you have to be careful with the ice on them, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. When it's frozen this morning. We're recording in the morning, and it's frozen out there right now.
So do you do donuts and shit when you're out there just for fun, or no?
No. I used to as a teenager, but not now. I grew up.
Yeah. Oh, you're not a teenager anymore. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
No, just a little bit over.
You've been watching any of the Olympics?
Not a whole lot because I've been so busy working. And when it was on, because it was in Italy, when it was on live and that, it was like I was still sleeping and stuff. So
our women's hockey team crapped to bed, and our men's hockey team crapped to bed.
It went into overtime, though.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
with the money with the money that our guys make, and they're superstars like McDavid, they can't score a goal when they have a 3-on-3. Like, he was on the ice when the other guy scored, McDavid.
Oh, I didn't watch the game.
Well, I'm just disappointed that you have all these big names, and Crosby gets hurt, and then that's no big deal. I mean, there's still lots of other stars on that team, and they couldn't stick it in the damn net. And I was like, you guys suck.
Oh no.
Well, Canada needed that gold medal, and the U.S. did too, but we needed it more because we're Canadians.
We invented hockey.
Yeah, well, apparently the Indians invented hockey.
I have heard that. Yeah.
Actually, maybe that was lacrosse.
Oh yes, it's lacrosse.
We have to fact check that. Can you fact check that while we're doing this podcast? Tell me when the first hockey game commenced and where. Okay. Because now I'm interested.
Now, of course you are.
I mean, back in those days, I don't imagine they used a puck. They probably just used a piece of moose shit or something. I don't know.
So you want to know when hockey started?
Yes. When did hockey get invented? Please don't tell me it was the people from the French. Jesus.
The first recognized game of organized ice hockey was played March 3rd, 1875 in Montreal's Victoria skating rink.
Of course it was. The French. I was really hoping you didn't say that. Anyway, not that I have anything against our fellow Frenchmen, but,
The inventor of ice hockey in Canada was James Creighton, and he was from Nova Scotia.
So we really did invent the game.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
And
that's
the
pretty cool.
Indians invented lacrosse.
Yeah, so that's
Okay,
awesome.
see who invented
Oh,
water ballet as a joke. I don't
are
really give a
you,
shit
are you sure?
who invented water ballet. Probably some woman that fell in the lake without a life preserver.
Well, you never know.
She was doing ballerina moves to stay alive.
Oh, jeez.
But anyway, so yeah, but there's been some exciting parts now. I know that our curling team got in trouble too, doing some shit, touching the rock and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I saw a bit of that. That they claimed they were cheating.
Yeah, which I don't know. Maybe they weren't cheating. I think that they were just being careless with rules. They probably weren't
Yeah,
in their world. They probably didn't have judges look at things that closely, and then went to the Olympics, and it was like, okay, now they're watching, and
scrutinized.
then of course
Yeah, they scrutinized.
it's in their muscle
Yeah,
memory to just let the rock go the same time every same way every time,
yeah,
and they
yeah,
put a finger on it. That's
yeah,
all it. That's all over.
yeah.
But yeah, it's been an interesting thing. I still don't understand those bobsledders, man. Those guys are something else. You got
Death
especially the
wish.
foreman. They run like they're being chased by a grizzly bear. And then they jump in that damn thing, and then they put their heads down. They can't even. Only the guy that sees where they're going is the front guy, and he's got a steering wheel that moves about this far. Because any more
Yeah,
than that, and you're gonna do a twirly twirl.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
I don't know how fast they go, but it looks like it's pretty fast. It's all ice,
Too fast for
it's
me.
groomed ice.
Yeah,
Yeah, so there's lots of interesting stuff that goes on in the Olympics, but I was really
yeah.
disappointed in the Canadian team, both men's
Oh,
and women's.
yeah.
But I'm looking forward to watching the women's hockey this year. I'm in
Hmm.
Canada. There's a new team,
Yeah,
the
I heard of
from
the league.
Toronto
Yeah.
in the league. So,
Oh,
but they
nice.
don't make much. They only make 50 grand a year, and a couple of the
Yeah.
players on the team get to make 80. But
Wow.
there's a real reason for that. People say that's unfair. Women should be making the same. When the women pull in the same kind of revenues that the men do, they will make the same,
Hmm. Hmm.
but they don't. Same in
Not
basketball.
yet. Yeah,
You
not
can't pay
yet.
them a couple million a year when they've only got 5,000 fans in the stadium.
Hmm.
But when they have
Sure.
80,000 fans in the stadium, there's
Yeah.
enough money to pay those guys a lot of money because the guys won't play unless they do because the money is so big that they want a cut
Yeah.
of it. So
Yeah.
so that's the whole issue with women's soccer and women's hockey and women's this and that. Women don't make as the men, not because they're women, because they don't
Hmm.
have the same crowd draw. Please, everybody, just please understand that. It's not
Well,
misogynist,
so
misogynistic move on their part.
the test to that theory will be then, as the spectators grow in the women's sports,
Well, the salaries go up,
will their salaries go up? That'll be the
and
test to see
and
if.
I guarantee you they will.
Well, we'll see.
But I think the
We'll
game
have to
of the
watch
game
that.
of choice in the next 20 years is going to be soccer because hockey for the young kids coming up, hockey's an expensive process.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. It
nowadays,
is.
everybody's kids are in soccer. So that's going to
Hmm.
be the thing that everybody watches in 20 years because they've been playing soccer since they were 4 years old. And I'm hoping that hockey stays alive. It should, but I think
Hmm.
soccer is going to become a big, big, big thing in the next 20 years in Canada and
But
US.
soccer's
It's
been
already
around for a
starting.
long time.
Yeah, but it's not doesn't have the numbers yet, but
No, not in
it's getting
Canada,
there. No, it's
but in
getting
other
there.
countries. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to be indoor soccer. I think it's probably going to be outdoor soccer that gets the
Hmm.
the biggest attention because indoor soccer is
Hmm.
cool, but it doesn't have it's not the field is much bigger on outdoor
Oh yeah.
soccer. So
Yeah, for sure.
anyway,
Yeah, my
so
kids
we'll see what
played that.
did they?
Yep. Yeah, when they were
My
little,
my
they played.
my son played soccer too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
So yeah, so I mean everybody's doing it. So, but I'm really happy that women are getting charged up in the typically male sports, basketball.
Mhm.
There's even
Mhm.
a women's football league for God's sakes, you know.
Mhm. Mhm. Good.
But they don't, like I
We need
said, they
that.
don't have the numbers, so they're not going to get the salary. It's the same thing with the what do they call it, the USFL or whatever it is, that secondary league. sometimes gets going with the football, they
Okay.
only make
Mhm.
$5,000 a game because there's
Mhm.
not 80,000 fans in the stadium
Yeah.
and 20 million people watching.
Yeah.
So
Well, it
it's
makes
it's all
sense if
relative, right?
there's
Yeah, it does.
yeah, makes sense if there's not as many spectators, then you don't get as much incomes and but
Right.
revenue, but at the same time, it should as it goes up, like I said earlier, then the women's salary should go up too. So we'll have to watch that and see.
And that's the same even for the CFL football. You know,
Mhm.
they don't have
Mhm.
80,000 fans in the stadium.
No.
What do they
No.
have? 20, maybe?
Well, depending on stadium, of course, but yeah, I think it's
Well, let's
higher
say
than that.
BC. It's got to be somewhere around there, not 80.
No, I don't think. 50,000 comes to my mind,
And they
but
don't
I'm not
have, and they
100%
don't
sure.
have, yeah, and they don't have international massive, coverage of the game. So,
No.
like I said, it's all relative. They can't pay these guys 10 million a year if there's only,
Mhm.
there's no budget for that. They don't have the money.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
it does make sense to me, but
And it's
everybody
well, it's
wants to
true.
bitch
Yeah.
about it.
Who's everybody?
Well, I don't know. Women's libbers, I guess. I don't know.
Oh no. Oh no, don't go. Let's not go
I'm a,
that way.
I'm all, I'm all, I'm all for women's lib.
Mhm.
I think they
Yes,
have
yeah,
a wonderful voice,
yeah,
you know. But anyway, that's why they don't make the same salaries. I don't think is why.
yeah.
And nothing to do with them being women. But I'm
There
hoping to
might be
see
a
that
little
they're.
bit to that, but the revenue
Well,
is
maybe.
definitely a big
I don't think
factor.
so though. I don't think so. I think it's all about the money.
Definitely money
I
talks.
know the ladies soccer team. They were all. I remember one year they were all pissed off. They were all wanting to quit and every other thing. Well, only reason that everybody's watching you today, ladies, because it's the female World Cup.
Yeah.
In your regular season, you don't have that many people watching. So, do you want to get your whole
No.
series, your whole salary for the year, multiplied 10 times because of one tournament that you're in?
Hmm.
Doesn't make sense to me. But
So I
anyway,
wonder why there in the women's sports there's not as many spectators then.
uh,
There's a
it's
question.
well probably
How do you
because
draw more?
they're slower. They're not. It's not as skillful as a game as the men's. I guess that
What do you
makes
mean
sense.
slower?
Well, they don't run as fast.
Oh, I don't know. You have a trained athlete. I disagree with that.
Well, okay. Well, we're gonna have to debate this damn issue. I don't want to debate this issue. I'd probably end up sounding like a chauvinist at the end of it. I'm sure. I probably already do. You know.
Oh, I gotta
Anyway,
challenge you. If I don't
you
agree.
know. I mean, I like and women's volleyball is good, but again, they don't have
Mhm.
the crowds. But it's not that big of a sport anyway. I mean,
No,
it's a
no.
great sport to watch, but
Well, especially on the
you know,
beach volleyball, probably.
yeah. Jeez, I never seen an ass crack make so many different positions and moves as those bloody shorts they wear on a volleyball court, and they're continually getting their ass crack filled up with sand. Gee.
Yeah.
So anyway, apparently they have
Uh,
fun with it. So
yeah. And that went sideways.
anyway, yeah, it's pretty. What?
And we went sideways with the beach volleyball.
Well, I'm just saying that if you really watch the way they're positioning and diving at the ball in the
Yes.
sand, I mean, there's certain crack contortion there for sure. So anyway, yeah, but it is exciting. But anyway, how did we
Mhm.
get on this topic? Oh, the Olympics. Yeah,
You got sidetracked.
I've got family in Mexico. That's making me a bit nervous that are visiting.
Mhm. Mhm.
Apparently, they're on
Yeah.
the other side of the country, but someone said, well, yeah, but that's on the other side of the country. I said, I don't think the cartel cares what side of the country it's on. When they're pissed, they're
No.
pissed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, she should be back tomorrow. So
Well,
hopefully she
that's
doesn't
good.
have any issues at the airport or whatever.
Yeah. It sounds like
But yeah, it's
things
kind of
are
scary.
kind of back to normal-ish, if that's the
Yeah,
right word for it.
it's kind of scary.
Oh, very, very scary.
I've often
Uh,
wondered if that was more of a Sicaro thing than it was a Mexican military thing. I'm wondering if the U.S. sent 5 SUVs in there, blackened windows, and blast the border, which they did in the movie Sicario. And they
Mhm.
go in there and do their job, and they're out. Nobody even knows they're there, like SEAL
Mhm.
team guys,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
mercenary guys,
I don't
ex-retired
know.
SEAL teams, and guys that are just skilled to the hilt.
Yeah.
But have you ever
It's
seen that
kind of
movie Sicario?
I think so. I think
There's
it's years
there's
ago,
two of
but
them. Emily
yeah.
Blunt's in it, I think, and yeah,
Mhm.
it's a pretty good movie, man. Both of them
Mhm.
were good, and there's a third one
Mhm.
coming out, I think. But I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if that's what's going on. Is that he's sending teams in there to stir those idiots up,
Yeah. Who
probably with
knows?
the approval of the government. I don't think they would do it without
So
Mexicans' approval, but
so much weird
Mexico's
stuff
approval.
going on in the world. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me
Oh, that's a
at this
fact.
point.
There's some weird
Would
stuff
not
going on in
surprise
this
me.
world. I'll tell you what's weird. I typed in yesterday, or had someone type in yesterday, write me a song about trucking on the highway and
Mhm.
with music. And 30
Mhm.
seconds goes by and poof, this song appears with music
Mhm.
about trucking. And I'm thinking, oh boy, I don't want to start relying on that. But you know what? I'll bet you a lot of people
No.
are.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk on social media and the internet about AI and being used in music, and the
Yeah.
platforms are scanning song submissions for AI.
Yeah. So that brings the question is where do the humans fit into that program?
Yeah.
Where do the songwriters that are originals that sometimes struggle to get matching words and whatever? If
Yeah.
you can just say, rhyme me, rhyme me the word, backstage, and
Mhm.
80 examples of a rhyme to
Mhm.
backstage pops up, it sort of takes away from the creativity, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So it
And
sort of turns a song into a computer production rather than a
yeah,
person's creative mind, is
yeah.
my opinion. But
And to me, the AI created lyrics, they're not going to have the heart, they're not going to have the soul to it, and you'll be able to tell that
I
when you hear the
think
song.
But what if you type in, write me a song about the highway with deep love feelings? Maybe it figures out how to do that.
I don't know. Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard to say what's going to be the norm. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's like you said, everything's kind of off kilter right now. It seems
Yeah.
everything.
When
But I did
I've
learn.
when I've created, write-ups for the music or my writing business, I've not ever used AI.
No,
I
I
have no
don't want to either.
desire. Yeah, I don't
I don't
have
want to.
any desire. I know
Yeah, I
some
don't.
people that do use it,
Yeah,
in the social media influencers, and you can kind of tell some of it,
I
unfortunately.
feel like it kind of messes with your creative self if you're a songwriter
Yeah,
and a poet. Think about how
yeah.
he write me a poem about blank, blank, blank.
Mhm.
Now you're a writer. You just put your name on it and publish it. It's like
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. That
So,
doesn't make you a writer, or if somebody creates a song that way, that does not make you a songwriter. I'm sorry, that's
but does
my
the
opinion.
industry care? Does the industry care? Or do they just want good songs that are
It
easy that they don't
should.
have to pay anybody royalties to? Right? Think about it.
The industry should care, but are they going to?
Yeah.
That's going to be the
Yeah. I
thing.
don't know.
And yeah,
I don't know.
there's a good question. Okay, so it's an AI created song and there's royalties. Where does that go?
Well, you're back to the producer of the record label.
To
That's
to the
probably why they'll
person,
do it.
or does it go to the person who typed in give me a
Well,
song,
if the person pretended they wrote it and it's their writing, then yeah, I guess it
Yeah,
would go to them.
yeah.
But,
I did
they
a bit of reading last night about this because we talked about having this as a topic today, and um there's also the difference of using AI to make a song sound like a specific artist,
Oh, really?
or just using
Wow.
AI to create the lyrics.
Wow,
There's
that's
so
crazy.
those two different ways, yeah. So there's that
Gee,
uh
that's crazy.
challenge there as well.
Mushrooms are fungus, right?
Yeah, but they're healthy. They're good for you.
You know. I knew a guy that used to work in a mushroom factory. He was a really fun guy.
Oh, boo.
What?
That's that's a
He
dad
was a
joke.
fun guy. What can I say?
Yes, yes, I'm sure he was.
He worked at a
Was he
mushroom
well?
factory.
Was he well rooted?
Good Lord. But he had this strangest hat on his head. It's weird looking. Was he
Mhm.
well rooted? You're getting worse than me.
I got you in one. You don't like
Good God.
it.
She actually came back with another one on top of mine. This
One
is
for
getting
me.
scary. Yeah, this is getting scary.
I get a notch on the wall. Oh,
You
and
know
you want to
what?
talk
Hmm,
about food? Here's something I just saw this morning. There is apparently a class action lawsuit against candy companies
okay.
that have arsenic in
Nice.
a whole bunch of candies that people eat all the time. Maybe all of them.
That's crazy.
Like your gummy worms, your nerds, your nerd clusters, Laffy Taffy. I hope it's okay I'm saying these names, but those were the ones that popped up as having arsenic in them.
Wow.
So that's kind of
It's funny
scary.
you say the word arsenic because I was watching something on arsenic too. Back in the 1800s, in somebody's, I forget who it was, some royalty, some big fancy royalty guy's house, they painted his walls with a certain paint,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
and that was supposed to be like top of the line premium stuff. Anyway, the guy ended up dying of poison because
mm-hmm.
in this paint, when it got hot or moist,
Mm-hmm.
it would expel arsenic into the room,
Wow.
and
Yeah,
it killed the dude.
yeah,
What the guy's name was, I don't know.
yeah. Oh no, yeah,
Allegedly, he was, but whoever put that shit together was a real arse.
yeah. It's dangerous. That stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
deadly.
You probably should stay away from arsenic.
Probably. Yeah,
The,
so
the only the only
yeah.
thing I've managed to stay away from arsenic, but I'm having trouble staying away from arseholes.
Especially driving.
Oh my God. You notice that?
Oh, I do a lot of driving for my work too, and some days it's like they're all out to get you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
and
On the highway
the,
too. It's
the
nuts.
yesterday there was a little wee car in front of me, and I'm gonna guess they were drunk because they were bouncing
Okay.
back and forth between the white line and the yellow line. Like,
Jesus.
it's bizarre,
What
really
blows my
bizarre.
mind is you're doing the speed limit on the highway, right? Doesn't matter what the road conditions are like because everybody's supposed to slow down in that. But let's say you're doing the speed
Yeah,
limit. Some idiot comes in behind and he wants to pass you. So they'll
hmm,
take a chance. So they'll go over on a solid line or one that's about to end or whatever, or
yeah,
start or whatever. And they'll take a chance passing you, even if they see a vehicle coming, just
yeah,
because they need to get like what 2 seconds ahead of their trip,
yeah.
and
And
they'll
then at the next
nearly
light,
have a
they
head
you
on.
catch them.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
yeah, then they're nearly in a head on collision, and they don't seem to
yeah,
think that that was a dumb move. And
yeah.
it's like
You want to ask them, was
nuts.
it worth it?
They need to have an aptitude test for drivers, not just a test on can you drive, but do you have any common sense?
Mm-hmm. I
Because
don't
I'm
see
pretty
too
sure
much
a
of
lot of
that.
people would fail that,
I think so too. I agree.
you know? But
Yeah.
yeah, even in your situation, you got idiots all the time. Often you've
Yeah.
told me about idiots that are
Oh,
freaking
yeah,
you out.
it's incredible what you see, uh, what people are doing, crossing the line, cutting each other off, just and they're always in a hurry. Such a
Well, I
big
thought
hurry
the
to
one
get.
you were telling me that the one that was closing back, going back and forth in line was because you were showing him your boobs. I thought that's what you were telling me.
No. Jeez.
No,
My
I,
God.
I must have misheard that. I thought that's why
Yeah, I
the
think
guy
you
was
did.
leaving. Oh, you did.
That was a
Oh,
different that was a
oh,
different
you
reason.
didn't. You did or you didn't show him your boobs and make him cross the line.
No. Oh my God.
In the old days when we were trucking, girls used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Before they had the internet and cell
Flash.
phones and
Yeah.
all that stupid stuff, women got
That
bored and they were exhibitionists, right? Now they can
yeah.
just do it online. But in those
Yeah.
days they couldn't. They couldn't walk into a mall and expose their
No.
breasts. So
Yeah.
you drive, and because drivers always look down on them,
Yeah.
You'd be driving along, and some woman would go, and usually what happened in most cases, that the breasts that were being exposed were usually quite close to their feet because they were hanging that far down.
Oh, jeez.
They weren't like the kind of breasts you'd say, "Wow, what a beautiful set of boobs." You'd say it like scare you, like, "Oh," kind of a thing. But I've seen more than breasts. On the highway. I've seen women using toys and
Oh, yeah, yeah. Here we go.
each other and every goddamn thing. No, seriously. No,
Yeah.
seriously. Yeah. I
Wow.
swear to God, I was in Florida one time and I actually had a
Hmm.
girl in the truck with me, was driving, and this SUV come up beside me and the
Hmm.
back window rolls down and there's
Oh,
like
no.
two 20-year-old girls in there fooling around in their underwear and stuff and with their window because they're showing, right? And their
Yeah.
freaking mothers are in the front seat,
Wow.
not looking back or anything, but the girls are just doing their shit. Now, how the woman in the front didn't see what was going on with her rear view mirror, I don't know. But or maybe she
Oh,
did know. Maybe
they
she was part of
probably
it. But
knew. Probably.
I'll never forget it because the girl I had with me, I just very calmly looked over at her and said, "There's a couple of girls next door or in the car next to us, showing me their stuff, their junk."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh my God, really?" I said, "Yeah." And I have to tell you, I'm going to be watching it for a few minutes. That, of course, went over like a lead balloon, right? Were you a pig?
Yes. Yes.
I'm not a pig. I'm just standing there. I'm just sitting here, just driving. I'm not a pig.
Driving.
What do you want me
Were
to
you
do?
in the
I have to
ditch,
make
though?
sure I'm having to make sure that it's a safe situation,
Oh,
you know, with my
mm-hmm.
eyes peeled out the side, not the front.
Yes, exactly. So did
So
you end up
yeah,
in the ditch?
no, I did not. I did not. But that is a fact that in those days,
Yeah.
girls that were exhibitionists didn't have the outlet
Yeah.
of the internet to fool around with
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
cell phone cameras and stuff, so they
Yeah.
did it live. So I'm not
You,
serious. Yeah.
they teased all the truckers.
Yeah. And I'll have to tell you, not only the women did that either. Sometimes you'd look over and see something you really didn't want to see.
Oh, no.
Seriously. Look over and you think, what the hell is that guy? Oh my God. Truckers always say, yeah, well, if that ever happened to me, I'd put the guy in the fucking weeds.
So you got to see some banana hammocks?
Jesus, Corinn. That's just TMI right there. At least I didn't actually say it. Banana
Neither did
hammock.
I.
I don't even know what a banana hammock is. Is that some sort of a banana bed that hangs between two trees?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Oh, God.
And the
Yes.
coconuts are
So,
up there
but
too.
yes. Oh my God. You are in fine form today, lady. Coconuts. Yes, I'll have a couple coconuts and a banana hammock, please. Yeah. Good
Oh,
Lord. What is the
have
world
to
coming to
test.
now?
I have to test you once in a
Yeah, well,
while.
you've
Y-
just turned our podcast into some sort of a banana hammock surprise.
Yeah, you started it.
Well, yeah, but I have a filter usually.
I do too.
No, your filter is a lot better than mine. I have to tell you. My filter sometimes goes off the rails. I understand this. Much like
Yes,
yours just did
yes.
now, first time ever.
Oh,
Just so
it
everybody
didn't
knows,
go
it
off.
was episode 13/14 that
Yeah, there.
Corinn's
It's the
filter
13.
went off the fucking rails. That's what happened on this episode. God
Oh
damn.
dear.
Mm-mm-mm. Crazy.
Oh, we got to keep everybody on their toes and
Yeah,
entertained.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm in a Tim Hortons in North Bay, Ontario. You ever been
Hmm.
there? No, you haven't, have you?
No, no, I haven't been to Ontario at
It's
all.
not far
Why
from
are
where
you
I
at
grew up.
Timmy's?
Why am I at Timmy's? Because I like
Yeah.
Timmy's.
Mm, okay. Okay.
But North Bay is about an
We'll
hour
go
and a
with
half
that.
from Sudbury, and I was raised in Sudbury. You know what show they film in Sudbury? You ever seen the show Shoresy on TV?
I've not watched it, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's about the Sudbury blueberry The Sudbury Blueberry Wolves, or I forget what they call them, but anyway, it's a
Blueberry
great
wolves.
show, and
Okay.
it's about they're an adult well, they're professional, but they're not top
Mhm.
level,
Mhm.
and they are the show is filmed, and they everything they do is in Sudbury, where I'm from,
What
and
team? What a sport?
yeah, hockey.
Oh, okay. You didn't say that part, so I was kind of like,
Oh, okay, so it's called Shoresy, and it's on Hulu, I think, but
okay.
if you like hockey and you like old
Mhm.
school humor and stuff like
Mhm.
that, it's
Mhm.
a great. It's from it's the same guy as Letterkenny. Have you ever heard of that one?
I've heard of that, yeah, but not seen it.
It's a
Yeah.
similar, but it's a hockey based. The
Mhm.
coach is an Aboriginal, and it's just the managers are Aboriginal, and it's just this combination
Yeah.
of whites and Aboriginals and
Yeah.
Newfies, and they're all part of this hockey team,
Yeah.
and they are just
Hmm.
old school, and it's funny as hell. So here
Sounds
I
like a
am
good
plugging
show.
Shoresy. Oh, it is a good show. It's worthwhile. I think
I
there's
might have
six
to check that
seasons.
out.
Oh, there's
Oh,
six
geez,
seasons.
I'm way
Oh
behind.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
you
I
are,
didn't realize that.
but it is called Shoresy, and it's a great, great, great show. I love it.
I wonder if that's on
Um,
Netflix.
no, it's not. They
No.
haven't
Oh,
made it to Netflix yet, but
okay.
it's. I think it's on Hulu. Maybe. Do you have Hulu?
Okay. No, I don't think so.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
on Hulu.
My
Anyway,
landlord
so
supplies my TV.
oh, okay, there you go. So I'm in North Bay anyway, which is about an hour and a
Hmm.
half from where I'm from. But
Cool.
it's I'm a big fan of the North. I like in fact I like it even north of here. I like the
Hmm.
people up there. I like the
Yeah.
getting away from the big smoke of the
Hmm.
city and getting
Yeah.
away into the wilderness. Not that I'm a hiker or anything. I like being away from some of the hustle and bustle sometimes.
Yeah. You don't look like the hiker type
No, no.
or the
If
hunter
I
or
was
any of
gonna,
that kind of stuff.
if I was gonna take a hike, I'd probably want to see if I could hire a couple guys for 10 or 20 bucks an hour
Uh-huh.
to pull me in a red wagon or something.
Oh, jeez. To go do the hike for you.
Here, let's get to the top of this hill, guy. I only weigh 200 pounds. Just keep pulling, guys. We're doing good. I feel
Oh,
success on
goodness.
the way.
Yeah.
No, but a lot
Yeah.
of people love hiking. There's even guys that hike in
Hmm.
Banff, and they go what crazy hikes like that could
Yeah.
kill them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Why you would do that, I don't know, but people are adventurers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's lots of hiking here. Here in Nanaimo, people go up Mount Benson all the time and stuff. Yeah.
Two two guys jump out of the plane at the same time, one with a parachute, one that's not. And the guy that doesn't have a parachute, the thrill is that his friend's going to save him. Of
Jeez.
course, the downside is if his friend doesn't get a hold of him, there's quite a
Eh,
downside there, you
yeah.
know.
Yeah. You're done.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
people are
finished.
adventurers. They do the craziest
Yeah.
things, and you see some of the shit on the net. And nowadays, you don't know what is going on with the net, whether it's
No.
real or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I
The
mentioned last
AI.
episode about that 600 pounder driving that pig down the highway. Same thing.
Yeah. 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 We won't go there.
And I didn't realize a
We'll leave
pig
that.
could go 60 mile an hour, but apparently it can with a 600 pounder on it, or it was AI.
Yeah, or it was AI. Yeah.
Could have been
You know
that.
what this like where all of this stuff like we talked about the music and videos you see. The sad thing is and scary at the same time is that so many people will believe it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They won't question, is this real or is this AI? Or they won't notice that it is AI and they'll think it's all real. That's the scary part.
This is how crazy it is. Someone could make up an AI about me having sex with a chicken and put it on there, and say 1,000 people see it. Do you think
Hmm.
they're all going to say, "Oh, that's fake"? No, they're going to say, "People, can you believe what that Jim Blacktop did? Screwing a
Hmm.
chicken." You know,
There will be a
the damage,
percentage. Yeah.
the damage is done.
Yeah.
It was a bad
Yeah.
example, of course, but I hope I didn't give
That
anybody
was
any ideas,
you
actually,
you you
because I really am not into feathers flying. It's not my thing.
Yeah, you always go to the extreme when you bring up an example.
I do. I go to the extreme, really.
Yeah, that was extreme. Just a little bit.
Was it? I guess that's kind
Yeah,
of extreme. Yeah, but
just a little bit. The other thing
Yeah, I
that's
mean, I
scary,
guess I guess
with
there's, hmm?
something else that's scary with the and creepy with the social media and the internet. There's been a number of times you and I've talked about a topic. Like last night, we were talking about the music and AI,
Right?
and you go on Facebook, and
Yeah.
ads that pop up are for what you just talked about on the
So
phone
you're
with
saying that
somebody.
they're monitoring our discussions always?
I don't know. Maybe it's a coincidence, but it's sure creepy.
Wouldn't that be something if you said, stop fooling around, get off my phone, and then all of a sudden you hear a voice come into your speaker. Oh, sorry. You know,
Yeah.
they used to have that. They used to have that in, well, even when I was growing up, there was two
Mhm.
or three phones in the house, and sometimes you'd be
Mhm.
talking to your friend and realize that
Mhm.
your mother's upstairs or your sister's upstairs with covering the mouth or the speaker piece, the microphone piece,
Mhm. Mhm.
and listening to your entire conversation.
Have you ever heard of a party line
I
with
have,
phones?
and I've seen them in. You get on the phone
Yeah.
and your neighbors
Yes.
are talking to their
Yes.
friend.
I
Yeah,
remember, like, growing up that, they had those in the small town that, my mom grew up in and that my grandparents lived in,
right.
and unfortunately, that was how, my mom found out that her dad passed away.
But how did
Was
the
on a
neighbor know first?
was a nurse at the hospital.
Are you kidding?
Nope.
The
Yeah,
neighbor said,
that's
"Yeah, the old dude next door
something.
died, and the guy's wife was on the phone and didn't know."
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah,
that's over the top. That's
that's
ugly.
brutal. Yeah, that's
That is
brutal.
brutal.
Yeah,
Wow.
but,
I didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, party lines were. I don't know when they went out, but they
Yeah, I'm
weren't
not
around. I
sure.
don't think they were around for long until the government realized these things are dangerous as hell. We're not. We
Yeah.
can't do this. We need to give everybody their own line.
Yeah.
But it turns into it's almost like espionage. Somebody on your
Yeah, it's
line
I don't
is.
know why they
That's
would
what's
have
probably happening
even.
right now.
Yeah, I don't know how they came about or why or what, if it was cost saving, who knows? Like, that's a long time ago, so,
I'll probably get an
but yeah,
email.
they're
I'll get an email
you can.
tomorrow. Listen, we heard that you were talking about something about a chicken, and we want you to know that's
Oh,
animal
no!
cruelty.
Oh,
Yeah,
no!
probably some stupid shit like that.
Well, as soon as I
Yeah, it's the
edit
way
this
they
and we
roll.
release it, it's gonna be released
Well,
anyway.
that's the way they roll. They're all into infringement. That's what they do. That's
Yeah,
what they're best at. Some of these agencies,
yeah,
and they don't care. They got no
yeah,
soul anyway. They just don't care about people. I wish people would care about people. More.
yeah,
But
they used to.
money and power just is the root of evil. It's just
Yeah,
humans are something else. They
yeah.
can get really evil.
Oh,
It's
for sure.
wrong.
For
It's
sure,
crazy. I
yeah.
don't know how they do it. I don't know why you'd want to hurt somebody, especially. I mean, I understand revenge, but even revenge is
Mhm.
hard to understand sometimes. But to just
Mhm.
just do evil just because you feel like it, that's a bad person.
If there you have an issue with someone, karma will
Yeah.
take care of it eventually.
Well, I believe in that somewhat, but I think some guys slip through the crack on the karma. Some guys don't even never get their karma. You know.
They do eventually. Sometimes
Well,
it takes
maybe,
time.
maybe.
Sometimes it takes time.
I guess maybe.
So I have
Like,
a
does
I
it?
have a question for you
Oh, do
on
you know?
going to trucking. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
trucking question. So put your trucker hat on now.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I'm listening.
so I've seen in the last few days that there's rumors that paper logs might come back. What are your thoughts on that?
That'd be awesome. They should
You'd
make
sooner
it
have.
optional. They should make it
Mhm.
optional. If you want to
Mhm.
stay in an ELD, you can do it that way, or you can
Mhm.
go to paper logs because some guys like being forced to. It's kind of like the dominatrix. They like someone to tell them to go to bed. You
Yeah.
can't move for
Yeah.
8 hours or 10 hours. Where some guys are like, I don't want to go to bed.
Mhm.
So it'd be nice if they just give you the option, but you can't
Yeah.
flip back and forth. You got to do one or the other. Of course, most people would do paper logs because there's less scrutiny and they have
Tracking.
more freedom to mess around with the log. But
Yeah.
so I don't know if I really don't think they'll ever go backwards on the ELD because I think that if they did that and then someone died in the highway, they might get sued.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's the same
What
thing that
are
when they went from paper to ELD.
Yeah.
So I
Are
don't see
there
it happening.
I hear a lot of complaining about the electronic one. Are there any positives to it?
I've actually got a few friends that like the ELD because they like that they have a specific time to go to
Mm,
bed and a specific time to wake up. And I'm
mhm.
thinking, I don't like that because
Yeah.
especially in the winter, you could
Yeah.
have great sunny day, dry roads,
Mhm.
you're doing great. You got to shut
Mhm.
down and you wake up in the morning and got to go and then there's freaking four
Yeah.
inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
So I think it removes the driver's ability to use his judgment, is when he wants to
Mhm.
get things
Mhm.
done, or daytime and nighttime, especially when there's a lot of deer and moose. You might be
Yeah.
forced to run the nighttime and hit a moose or a deer, and
Mhm.
where you could have
Or a bear.
avoided that had you just or a bear, or when you could have avoided all that just by planning your trip the way
Yeah.
you wanted to do it. So
Yeah. Well, the driver should be able to put safety first. Like, if it's
yeah,
blizzarding,
you'd think.
there should be no
Yeah.
reason why you're on the road.
Well, according to an ELD, if it's blizzarding, you should be driving unless you're
Mhm.
supposed to be sleeping, or you're going to be messing up the schedule that they plan
Yeah.
on. So
Yeah.
the whole thing is just nuts, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion,
Yeah.
and that
So
just
the
comes from a lot of years of trucking, right? So my opinion is nothing.
the ELD definitely does not take the driver's safety and well-being into account.
I mean, it does in
It's
some
just
respects. I mean, some guys just drive until they're falling asleep because they're too tired, where the ELD
yeah.
sort of. But you could argue that point too, is that if that guy's tired halfway through his shift and he has to keep going
Mhm.
because of the ELD, I mean, he's dangerous
Mhm.
too. So
Mhm.
I think if I was forced to go one side or the other, I'd be looking for paper locks,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
even not even paper locks. You can still do them on the a tablet or whatever, but
Yeah.
just let the guy manipulate it the way he wants to make it look good.
Yeah.
Then don't sit
Yeah.
there and force him to do stupid shit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, you could do it
So,
electronically, but not
yeah,
dictate, you drive this many
yeah,
hours and then you stop this many hours.
yeah. What they don't like is they don't like a person being able to adjust what they did. That's the problem.
Mhm. Yeah.
They want everybody tracked. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't think it'll ever go backwards.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now,
So
if you're running a
what
truck under 26,000, you don't have to have an ELD. You just have to have a
Mhm.
paper or a iPad, but it's not an ELD. It's not the same
Mhm.
procedure.
Mhm.
It's the same procedure, but it's not the same scrutiny.
Yeah.
They don't track
So
you.
what happens if you're running the ELD and it craps out on you? It stops working for whatever
Then you
reason.
got to go to paper, but
You're allowed to?
everybody, yeah, everybody frowns on that because then they challenge whether or not the thing actually broke or you pulled it out or you
Mm.
did something to it.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
unfortunately, I've
Mhm.
been involved in stupid shit like that, but
Mhm.
it happens. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't, I don't think an ELD breaks down too often, but it does
Yeah.
now and then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a
But then, of
computer
course, you
program,
got to
so
get it
shit
fixed
happens.
immediately. You can't be sitting around
Yeah.
there for 3 weeks running paper when you're
No.
supposed to be on an ELD.
Yeah, no.
They kind of frown
No,
on
but
that kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
So anyway, we get
I
there.
was just curious. It was something that popped up
Yeah,
on my social media and internet and stuff, so I was just
there's
curious.
lots of crazy things out there when it comes to trucking.
Mm.
Trucking is a cool thing, but if you talk to anybody who's been trucking for a lot of years, it'll tell you that back in the day it was better when people used
Mhm.
CBs and they were courteous
Mhm.
and there wasn't all these idiots running around trying to,
Mhm.
be super truckers without any sort of
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you got a big wreck on the highway.
Yeah.
So, I think that there's a lot to be said about trucking from 20 or 30 years ago that compared to
Mhm.
now, you know.
Mhm.
So, it's kind of like the
Yeah, for
music,
sure.
there's lots of changes going on with the AI and all this stuff and
Yeah.
doing shows. And we've experienced some of
Yeah.
this too, that the shows are hard
Mhm.
to get. They don't want to pay any money, so
Yeah.
everything changes, the world is
Mhm.
changing.
Yeah.
So,
Big time. Big time.
but we do our best to keep on top of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all
Keep
we can
keep
do.
pushing forward the best we can.
So you're okay calling this episode 13/14 or something?
Sure.
13.14?
Sure.
Maybe you might want to put a blurb and call it episode 13.14, and then in brackets put "We believe in witchcraft" or something,
No.
or "We're superstitious" or something.
I thought you were going to say we need to put a disclaimer.
Maybe we have to, yeah. I'm actually not that superstitious, but I can tell you Filipinos are superstitious as hell.
I am and I'm not at the same time. Like, it's kind of like, it's like, well, is that, the Friday the 13th thing? It's like, well, okay, is it or isn't it? But I'm not going to push the limits just in case.
Right.
Kind of thing. So.
Yeah, the whole superstition thing is terrible. And the thought that they used to burn people alive because they thought they were
Yeah.
witches, when the truth is they had epilepsy. That's just wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
It's just
sad.
craziness.
Scary.
It is
Yeah.
sad, and people
Yeah.
burning at the stake for that. They're
Yeah.
probably having another epileptic. And my father was an epileptic, so I know a little bit about seizures. They probably,
Okay.
as they're burning on the stake, having another damn seizure. And they
Yeah.
think it's the witch coming out of them. It's just insanity.
Yeah.
Mob mentality is scary as hell with the human
Oh,
race.
it
I'm
is.
telling you, it really is.
It is. Yeah.
When people dive on
Big time.
just because they're part of the mob. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's all good. We work through it the
The
best we
sheeple.
can. The sheeple, yes, the sheeple.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's been a
Yeah.
fun episode. I hope you have a good
It's
day today.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'll
was
be heading out
interesting,
to work
and
right away.
yeah, and you'd be heading out to work, and got to show the world that you were a quick thinker with a stupid joke.
Oh, it
So,
wasn't stupid.
well, of course it was. What was the joke again? He was well rooted.
Well rooted.
So crazy.
You're never going to forget that one, are you?
No, I'm never gonna forget that. That's I could have spent my
that's
whole life and
good.
not heard that and been totally fine. But now I've heard that, it's gonna bother me.
Aw.
Anyway, it's all good. It's all good.
Would you like a
Well,
tissue?
no, I don't need no damn tissue. So anyway, you have a good day, and we'll see everybody for
You
episode
too.
15
15.
very soon. And I
Yes.
hope you have a great time with your work today. And I'm gonna do the same.
Okay. Take
So
care,
until
everyone.
then, I'm Jim Blacktop,
I'm Corinn.
and we'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, the blacktop made me this way. Yeah, the blacktop made me this way. Yeah, the blacktop made me this way.